What inspired you to start building Hemi, and what key problem are you aiming to solve first?
Good question. So Hemi basically started as how do we bring Bitcoin and Ethereum together in a way that's unique, interesting, brings the best parts of both of those protocols together in a way that makes sense and merges the technologies versus trying to, duct tape and super glue an EVM onto Bitcoin or something like that. And so Hemi's really it's built in the white space between Bitcoin and Ethereum. And so we look at what does Bitcoin do best? Well, it's the largest, most secure, longest living blockchain. It's incredibly decentralized. What does Ethereum do well? Obviously, programmability. It has a rich existing DeFi ecosystem in tons of assets that are native to the Ethereum ecosystem. And it's really good at DA for building out L2 technology. So combine the best parts of those networks together, take Bitcoin security, combine that with Ethereum for DA, take the programmability of Ethereum that's been, battle tested for a decade with the EVM and all the tooling and developer experience that comes with that, add in Bitcoin awareness features to make Bitcoin more programmable, and then wrap that all up in an L2 that talks to both networks natively. And so that's the sort of positioning of Hemi in the market, is this space between, again, Bitcoin and Ethereum that lets you build the apps that talk to both networks. And I'd say the most practical, unique coin L2 space is the enhanced Bitcoin programmability we have with HVM. And so there's two types to Bitcoin programmability. There is take Bitcoin as an ERC20 or some other representative token that acts essentially like a bearer bond, and then use that in DeFi applications just like you use any other token in those ecosystems. And the second version of Bitcoin programmability is build dApps that can natively read the current state of Bitcoin and respond to it. And so with that second type, you can build all kinds of cool, non-custodial, extremely secure Bitcoin DeFi applications that you can't build with that first version. It's just a different security model. So with the Bitcoin data that we expose with HVM, we make accessible to smart contracts that run on Hemi. You can build non-custodial Bitcoin dexes, non-custodial Bitcoin lending protocols, put up Bitcoin, borrow stables, put up stables, borrow Bitcoin, whatever direction. Obviously not just stables, but any token from the Ethereum ecosystem. You can build Bitcoin MEV marketplaces or transaction accelerators. You could pay your Bitcoin transaction fees in, ETH or USDC or the Hemi token. You can build native Bitcoin staking systems. So I already touched on this a little bit earlier, but basically lock up Bitcoin natively on the Bitcoin chain in a way that you maintain custodianship over it. And then you can opt in to provide economic security to a bunch of different protocols through Hemi as a control plane. So tons of cool use cases of that native Bitcoin programmable Bitcoin L2 space.